Most people think real estate only makes you money when you sell. That's just one of 5 ways it builds wealth. Let me show you the rest. My name is Michael Zarch. I'm a 21-year-old realtor here in Arizona. And I've just been learning these things as I've been going, and this has completely shifted the way I've seen real estate uh, in my life. So let's start with the most obvious ones first. Cash flow. So cash flow, that's the monthly income you keep after expenses. It's what pays you every single month and helps you build what you've heard called passive income. Imagine a future where you get paid without working. This is what cash flow is. For example, when you go ahead and you buy a rental property, a single family rental property, and then you rent it out to people. A great spot to do that is here in Tempe, Arizona, where a bunch of students are looking to move and rent with their friends. So you go in there and you become the landlord and you rent it out to people and they end up paying you the rent, which goes to your mortgage. So you pay off your mortgage like that. And then eventually, when your mortgage gets paid off, it just becomes passive income. You get paid for it. So this is what cash flow is. This is the benefits of cash flow. Second is what we call appreciation. Real estate, especially in Arizona, tends to rise over time and over years. And when you buy smart, that growth can multiply your net worth significantly. Over time, real estate tends to increase in value, especially here in Arizona. This is called appreciation. It's one of the biggest wealth builders long term. You're not just making money month to month, your net worth is growing quietly in the background while owning property. In the right area, appreciation can be tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars in equity over a long period of time. Combine appreciation with leverage, and your return on investment gets multiplied very quickly. It's one of the few assets where time, plus location equals exponential growth. This is one of the different, differentiators from real estate to the stock market. When you know you're in a good market in real estate, appreciation will most likely go up over time. So your risk is really, really, really worth the investment. Here in Arizona, so many people are moving to Arizona. The market is going up. The value is going up. So your property that you buy now in 10 years may even double in price and in value. This is what appreciation is. And you can only get it by owning assets and owning actual real estate here in Arizona. Third is loan paydown. So loan paydown is when you own a property and then you own it through financing and paying a loan. Every month, when you pay down the loan, you grow in equity, which means that you own more of the property. And this kind of goes back to what I said in the first wealth multiplier, that if you have a rental property and your tenants are paying you rent, they're paying down a loan essentially. So this is why it's important. This is how it builds wealth, because you're building equity in your asset, the property that you own. And then the more you pay down the loan, the less you pay the mortgage. Fourth is tax benefits. So real estate offers some of the most powerful tax advantages available to everyday people, not just the wealthy. You get to write things off like mortgage interest, repairs, property taxes, and even depreciation, which is basically the IRS letting you deduct a portion of your property's value every year, even if it's actually going up or appreciating in real life. And that means you can have cash flow coming in, but pay little to no taxes on it. And if you ever sell and reinvest, you can defer taxes using something called the 1031 exchange, letting your money keep compounding without any interruption. Real estate literally rewards you for owning and reinvesting. And finally, leverage. Real estate lets you control a large asset with a relatively small down payment. Your money works harder because you're using the bank's money to grow your returns, not your own. Real estate is actually one of the only asset classes where you can use leverage, so other people's money, to build wealth. With as little as 3 to 5% down payments, you can actually control a six-figure asset. You earn appreciation, loan paydown, and tax benefits on the full property's value, not just from your down payment. It's like owning a 400K investment with only 20K down and getting the full return. Your ROI, return on investment, is multiplied because you're growing wealth with other people's money. So when people ask me why I'm obsessed with real estate, it's not just about the commission. It's because I've seen firsthand how one property can multiply your wealth in 5 different ways at once, especially here in Arizona, where the growth, demand, and opportunity is real. So if you're looking to buy your first home, invest smart, or just want to learn more about how to play the long game here in real estate, hit that subscribe button, shoot me a DM, or book my free buyer and seller consultation and game plan session in my bio in my Instagram or TikTok. This is just the beginning. Let's build something that lasts.